Hello there, welcome to this channel. I'm Mikael and this is the studio that I've been building in a small town in Latvia last couple of months. And while doing this upgrade, I have decided to upgrade my audio interface, and I got pretty stuck while trying to decide between RME UFX 3 and the Antelope Orion 32. They're very similar in many ways. They have a lot of potential IOs. Orion comes with more IOs, but less all-in-one kind of package. The RME comes in a more, it has a bit of everything. If you want to get to the examples, just check in the chapters and you can go to some audio examples. I've recorded the analog to digital conversion because that was mainly what I was interested in. I'm coming from Focusrite Claret, and I had the 8 pre, and then I had the Octo pre, so I had 16 channels. That was my setup. It worked very good, but I could feel it started to become a bit of a limitation, that interface. Mostly in how it handles bass, and with a lot of, especially if you have a couple of conversions, maybe you have done some analog processing. And I have an example of that too that you can check out in the links. I did this test a couple of months ago, and at that point we had a renovation here in the studio and I didn't really have anything. I couldn't like try it with like drum tracking or anything like that. So I just tried it with whatever I had at home. And what I had at home at that time was just, oh Jesus, the Digitact. I just put a couple of different projects from the Digitact and I recorded them straight into Orion and straight into the RME interface, and also in one of the examples the Claret. So let's just listen to it. When it comes to sound, the analog to digital, I choose Orion. And why I do that is because I feel that it has a smoother, it just sounds smoother. Like, I don't know exactly what it is. It sounds almost like we are talking very like small details. It feels like the Orion behaves more like a tube preamp or a tube compressor. It's like it just smooths stuff out. It's definitely more colored than the RME. And the RME, on the other hand, you just get the perfect picture of every transient. Like, here is your kick and here is your snare, and everything comes in this separate kind of packages. Here is the snare for you, sir, and here is the kick for you, sir. While on the Orion, it's more of a stream, like a gooey kind of stream. And for me, that is what I prefer. Funny thing though, this is hard to hear. Maybe some of you have a super easy time hearing it, but like, I have actually myself struggled hearing this example. I needed to go back to my folders. And the funny thing is that when I was evaluating this and when I took the decision of getting the Orion over the RME, I listened to my own examples through the RME, and that was night and day. Like, I think I had these headphones, the Neumann NDH20. I listened through them, and like on the RME, the headphone amp on the RME is just so detailed. And it's a bit like ironic that it's so detailed that I could clearly make a decision of getting the Orion over the RME. But that maybe leads us to the next point, which is I got the RME and realized the RME doesn't even have a headphone amp. So I needed to get a separate headphone amp. So that's also a thing that you need to think about. Like, if you look at the price, if you compare two types of interfaces, always make sure to just calculate what extra stuff do I need to buy if I get one of them. And it happens to be so that if you get the Orion over the RME, you will need to get a lot of things. You will need to get a MIDI interface, you will need to get a headphone amp, maybe a monitor controller, and what more? Yeah, stuff like that you don't really think about. Let's see what my notes. I have made notes. I've actually written a lot of pros and cons here. So let's go with cons. Antelope, because now I've been only saying good things, but it comes with a package, my friends. First of all, just getting this shit to work from the beginning was a bit of a journey, but eventually it works. That's, what more can I say? When I got the RME, it was so easy. I will open now the Antelope launcher, because first you have to open that program. And by the way, let's check this out. Yeah. So I've opened Antelope launcher and I can see it clearly running on Intel, which is non-acceptable in many ways, I would think. Like, it's 2026 now. The Apple Silicon shit has been out for, I don't know, 7 years. The RME and also my old clarets were 100% native with the Apple Silicon stuff. In the beginning, it also didn't really work. It also crashed a lot. And I was about to explode, maybe. And while you are really, really angry that your interface doesn't work, and you just bought it and you didn't have money for it, and it's crazy expensive, what about some ads, folks? Because the program that should launch the other program does work. And while you are dealing with your interface that doesn't work, what about some ads? This shit is so not cool. You buy an interface for like 3,500 euros and you gotta watch ads every time you open the program up. Like, come on guys, it's not cool. But let's see if it works. Yeah, then it opens up this thingy. Have to say, now my system runs very smoothly, and it didn't do that while I was using USB-C, because Orion can use USB-C and Thunderbolt. If you get Orion, just get the Thunderbolt cable. Don't mess with USB-C stuff. I don't know, all these kinds of problems with launching it and stuff, the problems disappeared after that. I will check more cons. Yeah, the drivers. It's definitely less stable than RME. It has done quite strange things a couple of times. Yeah, this routing software is... I need to get back to you with the routing system, what I think about it. But like, what I can say, it's only as complicated as you make it. And I actually even appreciate that Antelope is trying to do something that looks a little bit modern and not like a simulating some kind of console or something. So I like it. Where were I going? Yeah, I tried actually to get in contact with the customer support. You come into the site and it's like this chat thingy, and you get to chat with humans apparently, and then it just says how many minutes you have to wait until a human is on it. And it says 10 minutes, and I was waiting for, I think, 1.5 hours, and no human came. So, but they did reach out on email later. What more have I written here? Yeah, it caused a lot of Ableton crashes, and I figured eventually it was because of one plugin. And I tried the project with another interface, and it worked with that plugin. So I never had an interface causing a crash because of a plugin. The plugin was this one, by the way. Expanse 3D. It's some kind of weird, a little bit widener thingy. It's quite nice on some things. Not on... Okay, back. Okay. Pros with Antelope Orion. Amazing sound that I enjoy, a bit colored and very nice. DB25s, I like that. It has the DB25 connectors, and it means that you can get a lot of cables in one cable. Lots of I/O. Yeah, it has 32 in and 32 outs. That's more than I thought I would need. And here I come to my list that says cons RME. Slightly sterile sound. And what I mean by that is it's just like almost too good for its own good. It's like hyper accurate. It's so accurate that your song, it feels like you're listening to your song in a lab coat, and you can pick apart things, which is super good, I guess, for mastering engineers or I don't know who it's good for, but like for myself, I realized very quickly that it's not for me. I prefer to have my sound slightly altered, slightly. I just want the sound to come in a package, not bits and pieces. And when I say bits and pieces, it's not bad. It's just like, I could, however, on example 2, this really aggressive kind of beat, in that song, I could appreciate the extra dynamic range of the RME. It kind of made the experience a bit more immersive. Other than that, and the music I'm mostly doing, my stuff will benefit more from the Orion sound for sure. On the pros of the RME, it has everything in one package, except lots of I/O. Like I already planned, if I choose the RME, I will also get this Ferrofish MIDI interface to get more I/O. On its own, the RME UFX 3 comes with, I think it's 12 ins. Orion is, of course, way ahead there. Other than that, it really comes with everything. It comes with a MIDI interface. It comes with an extremely good headphone amp. Like, the headphone amp is just ridiculous, I have to say. And I, by the way, got this Lake People phone amp G103 MK2 for the Orion, and that like a standalone analog headphone amp. Still, that RME was another level. The thing I appreciated the most with it was that you could go low, and I mean very low, and the soundstage was the same. Like, I remember in the headphone amp of my Clarets, which is like, I shouldn't even compare, I guess, but if you lower the volume, the sound just collapsed. It's just sounding like smudge. But the RME would just stayed intact from low to high, and very, very, very good sound. I don't know, maybe eventually I will get a DA converter from RME, because apparently I really like the DA from RME and the AD from Orion. Let's see if I have anything more in my list. I really don't. Yeah, I also like this, the RME little controller. I forgot what it's called now, but that was amazing. It was just €100 extra or something, and just everything you need, kind of. Yeah, I don't know if it's that much more I could talk about, really. I think I also will do some kind of 6 months in kind of review later with the Orion. I guess that's it. I hope this was valuable for someone that maybe are trying to decide between these two or one of them somehow. So thank you for watching this video, and consider subscribing if you like nerdy stuff like this. Ciao, ciao.